Yeah, thanks for the time, Jonas. Could you just start us off? What were your thoughts on the team's overall performance today?
I think the performance overall is quite good. I think we're controlling the game in a good manner most of the time. It's important when we come here that we doesn't make the game too transitional, because we know Orlando is a very strong team on that. So I think we're keeping the ball quite well. We're controlling the possession. I think it's an even game. Maybe we're a little bit better than them. So of course we're disappointed with the result, but quite happy about the performance.
And could you talk a little bit about the decision to bring on Chiamaka, her first undue Bissell minutes, and getting that goal very early?
Yeah, I mean, Chiamaka, we thought had a good profile coming in playing this game here. We know that there is spacing behind Orlando Pride's defending line, and she's also a good player in the air, and those two things contributed in a positive way. So it seemed like it was a good game for her to come in and get her first minutes for the season.
All right, Caesar, we'll have you go next.
Hi, Jonas. Thanks for chatting. Interesting game there in which you're able to dominate possession and play how you wanted for most of the match. And Orlando took the lead in the second half. I'm curious if you see this as an unlucky result or a sign that your project is still a work in progress in the early days of the season.
Like I said before the season, I think we need to have a really developing mentality. We need to grow stronger every week, physically, tactically, technically, mentally, and this is no exception to that. We know that's the story, that's the journey of our season here. We have lots of things left to develop, to grow and mature into. And that's natural for us where we are at. So as I said, I think there is a lot of things in our performance we can be pleased with, and I think we can be a little bit angry and irritated that we don't get any points away with us from this game.
And considering how well some of the younger attacking players performed today as substitutes in the second half, do you see some of them gaining more minutes going forward or even a bigger role?
I said that to the players. We also had good players not coming on and playing any minutes today. I'm pleased with the mentality that we have in the squad. Chiamaka is a great example of that, haven't been fielded at all for the first two games. Now she had a good opportunity coming in here for the third. I definitely think that we have a lot of good players in the squad. We have healthy competition, and I'm really pleased with a lot of the players' contribution at the moment.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Tony, we'll have you wrap it up for us.
Thank you, Jonas. Points earned aside, what is a result where Orlando was only able to score off of set pieces and not open play tell you about the team that you have and how well they were adapted with their own style of play throughout the match?
No, like I said, performance-wise, I think there is a lot of positives for us, not only with the ball, but also off the ball. I think we have seen as a sort of common trend in the first two games that we struggle a little bit in the second half. I think we could see today that even if we lose the game result-wise in the second half, I think we can be much more happy with our performance in that half. So there is positives, there is signs of progression in the way that we play, and we need to take them with us and be a little bit irritated that we didn't get any points with us today, and turn that irritation and frustration into positive energy in developing us further.
Any sense of being underdogs going in and possibly changing that narrative moving forward?
What was that?
Is there any chance of changing the narrative of potentially Wave being underdogs coming into the season and really cementing themselves as a leader in this league?
To be honest, like I couldn't care less like what other people think about us. We value ourselves. We know where we are, what we need to work with, then everything else is just noise around us. So what other people think doesn't matter.
Thank you. Safe travels.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the type of team that, like, as you say, they were champions last season, and like they take the opportunity, you know, like against team like that. I think you need to punish them when you got your momentum, and we didn't do that, and then we concede. on one mistake, and that's what, like, when they're not in a good day, they know how to win, and this is what good team do. But I'm so proud of the way we play. Like, we gave everything. I think we were the better team today, and but yeah.
And can you just kind of describe also just how you mentioned how well their team played, how well they were able to manage and still keep possession of that ball, and what was the message from Jonas going into today?
I think, like, we try to, as I said, like, we want to play like with our identity. Doesn't matter with against who we play. We want to play the San Diego Wave way, and that's the harder things to do in football. Like, that takes time and stuff, and we're working a lot on that. And I'm so proud that, like, we play the same way that we play against Angel City, against Utah, against Orlando. That's our way to play, and we don't adapt to anyone. So that's really important for us. The message was like, listen, you played the champion, doesn't matter. Then I really respect the way they done last season, but that's a new season, so you need to take your chances, and that's what we try to do today.
Thank you. Merci.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Caesar.
Hi there, thanks for chatting. Could you tell us your thoughts on the performance from the younger players in the second half? It looked as though they were making an impact and almost tied the match there.
You know, at the beginning of the season, I said, like, I had the question about them, and I was like, how impressed I am on, like, some of the girls are 17 years old. Like, they actually amazing player already. So, like, if like Kimi or like Melvi, like the incredible. I'm so happy for Chia because she's such a great character to have in the team. She, like, didn't have game time at all, and she come in like a big game, tie game, and like her first touch was a goal. So, like, I'm really glad for her. She deserved that. And, like, as I say, like, the incredible talent, and they're definitely young, but they're like a full part of the team, and we really like rely on them too.
Excellent, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, if you got nothing else, that's it for Kenza. We'll have Jonas and potentially Kristen McNabb up next. Thank you, guys.
Thank-
Props there to our defense, but I will let Tony kick it off. Go ahead, Tony.
Thank you. Kristen, obviously you've been with the team as a veteran, but what about this team shows you that there's a different layer and different gear that they were able to keep up and honestly look like the better team for most of the match against Orlando?
I just think you see spells of our play, and I see it from the back line. I'm like, damn, like, there's so much like short, sharp passing, and then, getting end line, having dangerous crosses. And I think we've been building out really well too. And I think we've just showed like an extra layer of composure that, maybe has been missing in past years. So I think, as much as the scoreline didn't go our way today, I think it does give us confidence that I think we felt like the team in control for a lot of the game.
And then what makes it so difficult to go ahead and play it against somebody like Barbara Banda and a legend like Marta that can be undeniable in talent-wise?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've shown week in and week out for the last Marta forever and Banda the last few years, just the talent they have posting up or even going in behind. They're just really versatile and dangerous. And it makes it hard as a defender because you don't want to get too tight, but you don't want to back off too much. So yeah, it's not usually a fun game for the defenders against a team like that.
Thank you.
Caesar, anything from your end? If not, cool. All right, we'll wrap it up there so we can catch our flight back. Thanks, McNabb.